Hello everyone, welcome back to Gnippets. My name is Germ, and today I don't really know how to categorize what I want to talk about, but I will start by saying I think I'm considered a pretty successful person, and strangely, I've failed at everything I've ever tried. I'm finding it increasingly more difficult to be authentic. Every day that goes by, I'm finding it more and more difficult to know who I am. And this is in part to not people around me, but people as a whole. I have hobbies, I have aspirations, I have dreams, just like anybody else. And people's view of me does affect me. People's view of my hobbies and dreams of aspirations does play a factor in them. And what's strange is that over the course of my life, I've seemingly failed upwards. Anything that I eventually do or end up doing, I have some sort of grandiose goal, and I always fall short of the goal, but I still give it the old college try. And I've forgotten that the goal is not to be good at something, right? The goal is to have fun, I guess, to put it simply. I have a lot of friends who are creatives and artistic types, and they'll send me stuff or they'll ask me stuff, and they'll be like, is this good? They, like myself, have forgotten that that's not the goal. And I bring this up because people as a whole, seemingly, always want you to be the best, as if there's no sort of value to being anything other than first place, which simply is not true. Even now in my old age, I would consider myself a very harsh critic, a very judgmental person. And even now, when I've gotten older, I can look at things that I don't like, even within mediums that I do enjoy, and I can sit there and I go, this is kind of a stepping stone thing, right? Like, to develop taste, you need to expose yourself to bad stuff, and inevitably you're going to like some of the bad stuff, and liking the bad stuff is how you get to the good stuff at the end, right? And even now as I'm describing this, right, I'm looking at it through the lens of like good and bad, right? And I don't know who these people are. I don't know where they've come from. I don't know where they are. They don't even speak to me. They're not real. I've never actually met these people in real life. But for some reason, there is this intense push to be the best. There's this pressure that like any day that I'm not improving is a day wasted. Any moment spent not bettering myself is a moment wasted. These people, I mean, they're real on like the internet. They're real in the news. I've heard of them from other sources, but I've never really actually seen them or met them. I think part of the reason why I've never seen them or met them is because I don't like them very much. I very piously, there's a good SAT word for you, probably not used correctly. I very kind of piously believe that I have a good character compass. And I think I just instinctually, I meet these people, I see these people, and I don't like them. And yet they have this control and jurisdiction over how I carry myself, how I enjoy things, how I decide what I want to enjoy. There have been many stretches or episodes in my life where I just hate myself. I'm so angry, I'm so upset, I'm so sad, I'm so disappointed that I can't perform, that I can't do the things that I need to do, or I guess what these quote-unquote people want me to do. And this, I think, is a large part in why I don't want to say so successful, because it's so, unhumble. But hating myself or being hard on myself, pushing myself, being mean to myself, these are things that have made my life good. They've made my life successful. They've made it full of things that when I tell people about them, people are impressed. They think of me highly. And yet it makes my day-to-day a nightmare. I mean, the amount of times where I'm just laying in bed, staring at the ceiling. The amount of nights where I am just miserable. And I think it's reaching a point where I don't know about the sustainability of it, but it's kind of reaching a point where I almost can't fathom not living like this. And I have no there's no finish line in my mind. My body, some part of me is waiting for the finish line, is waiting for the point where I can give up, is where I can stop trying. where it goes, look, like I'm really tired of hating myself and I'd really like to stop, and I'd like to know when that is. I'd like to know when we can stop hating ourselves and just be like a neat loser for the rest of my life, right? And I'm not sure if that finish line will ever come. I'm not sure if I'll ever get there. Preferably, I'd maybe like a pivot. I'd like a change in outlook from this finish line analogy, but I fear that's an even more unlikely scenario.